Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mayor of New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio.
New York. New York, you did something wonderful tonight for America. It's been a long time since New York has been the center of political attention for this nation. It's been decades. You had one chance, and you know what? You got it right. And this will be the moment people look back on when New York said, we know who the right leader is for our nation. We know America can get better, and we know who will bring us there. And her name is Hillary Rodham Clinton. There has never been anyone who ran for President of the United States who had more experience, more qualifications, and a deeper understanding of what it would take to change this nation. No one in the history of the Republic. And you have to look back many, many decades to find someone with as deeply profound and progressive a vision of what a fair and inclusive society can be in this nation. When, keyword when, she walks in the door at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, she will have the most progressive platform for economic change of any president in a half century. And that's what we need in this country. So I'm going to ask you to do a little call and response here. It's very simple. Are you ready? Okay. I'm going to say something, and I'd like you to respond, we need Hillary. Okay, good practice. That was good. If we're going to raise wages, if we're going to have paid family leave, if we're going to have pre-K for all the children, if we're going to fight climate change, if we're going to make this a nation that's truly just for all, if we're going to fight back the forces of hatred and division, if we're going to be a nation proud to be a country of immigrants, if this nation is going to be all it was meant to be, are you ready for her? God bless you all, and thank you, New York.
To you, New York, New
in the house? How much do we love Hillary? How great is tonight? How loud has New York spoken so the nation can hear? Hillary Clinton, the next president of the United States. I'll tell you, my friends, it was such a treat these past few weeks. How great was it to have Hillary and Bill back in New York campaigning? Wasn't it great? I'll tell you, on a personal level, I loved it. I worked in the Clinton administration. I'm proud to say I was there from day one to the last day of the Clinton administration. And that administration redeemed the dream. It showed this country how government can work, how we can come together, how we can create jobs, and we can increase wealth, and we can reduce poverty. And that's what the Clinton record was all about. And Hillary is a New York Democrat. She gets us. She is a can-do Democrat. She knows that government is about making a difference in people's lives and getting results. She knows that New York State, we don't just talk the progressive talk, we walk the progressive walk. She knows in New York State we deliver results. This is the state that passed marriage equality, and we sent that all across the country. This is the state that passed gun control and said every state should pass gun control. And then Hillary was our good luck charm while she was in the state. We passed a state budget that has done more good things than we've done in decades. We passed more funding for education than any time in the history of the state. More funding for pre-K than any time in history. More money for environmental protection than any time in history. Lowest middle class taxes in 70 years, and we passed the best paid family law in the United States of America. And then what an honor to have Hillary Clinton stand with us when we were the first state to sign $15 minimum wage into law in the United States. No, in New York, it's about delivery. It's about results. And that's why we love Hillary. She was Senator of New York, and she delivered results for New Yorkers year after year after year. And that's why New Yorkers remember, and New Yorkers are loyal. And Hillary delivered for us, and tonight we delivered for Hillary Clinton, and we put her on the path to be the next president of the United States. And my friends, not only does Hillary Clinton know that government is about service and about delivery, Hillary Clinton is also the best candidate for us to win in November, and this is about winning in November. This November, this nation has two very clear choices. Two very clear choices. The more you hear the opponent speak, the clearer and the more important these choices become. You know what they're saying on the other side. They're taking the fear, they're taking the anxiety, and they're trying to pit us one against the other. They're trying to say the problem is the different people. You know what they mean by the different people? Different people are people with different skin colors, people with different sexual orientation, people with different religions. That's what they're saying the different people are. And what we're saying in New York is, don't you ever try to turn us one against another. Where do you think you are? You're in New York. We're not afraid of diversity. We celebrate our diversity. We love the fact that we're black and brown and Asian. We love that we're gay and straight. We love that we're Christian and Jewish and Muslim. We love it that we're all together. That's who we are. Welcome to New York. You're going to turn us against immigrants? We're all immigrants. And we love it. You're going to tell us about America. We're going to point you to the Statue of Liberty that welcomed everyone here with one promise, e pluribus unum, out of many one. That's what this country's about, and don't you ever try to turn us one against the other. That's going to be Hillary's message. Hillary's message is going to be, we're going to take this nation forward, but you know what? We're going to take this nation forward together. We're leaving no one behind. Because we believe the sweetest success is shared success. That's what we've proven in New York. That's what tonight proves loud and clear. And we're going to send forth our Hillary Rodham Clinton to the rest of the nation with New York at her back and our wind in her sail. And we say, go get him, Hillary! Go get him, President Hillary Rodham Clinton! And let's make this nation the best it's ever been. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, New York. Thank you all so much. Thank you. You know, today you proved once again there's no place like home. You know, in this campaign, we've won in every region of the country. From the north to the south, to the east, to the west, but this one's personal. New Yorkers, you've always had my back. And I've always tried to have yours. Today, together, we did it again, and I am deeply, deeply grateful. I want to thank everyone who came out and voted, and to all of you across New York who've known me and worked with me for so long. It is humbling. It's humbling that you'd trust me with the awesome responsibilities that await our next president. And to all the people who supported Senator Sanders, I believe there is much more that unites us than divides us. We started this race not far from here on Roosevelt Island, pledging to build on the progressive tradition that's done so much for America, from Franklin Roosevelt to Barack Obama. And tonight, little less than a year later, the race for the Democratic nomination is in the home stretch and victory is in sight. And I want to say to all of my supporters and all of the voters, you have carried us every step of the way with passion and determination that some critics tried to dismiss. Because of you, this campaign is the only one, Democrat or Republican, to win more than 10 million votes. But I'm going forward because more voices remain to be heard, and tomorrow it's on to Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and beyond. We need you to keep volunteering. I hope you will join the 1.1 million people who've already contributed at HillaryClinton.com. And by the way, most with less than $100, because we have more work to do. Under the bright lights of New York, we have seen that it's not enough to diagnose problems. You have to explain how you'd actually solve the problems. That's what we have to do together for our kids, for each other, for our country. So I want you with me to imagine a tomorrow where no barriers hold you back and all of our people can share in the promise of America. Imagine a tomorrow where every parent can find a good job and every grandparent can enjoy a secure retirement. Where no child grows up in the shadow of discrimination or under the specter of deportation. Where hard work is honored, families are supported, and communities are strong. A tomorrow where we trust and respect each other despite our differences. Because we're going to make positive differences in people's lives. That is what this is supposed to be about. Actually helping people and each other. Now, we all know. We all know too many people who are still hurting. I see it everywhere I go. The Great Recession wiped out jobs, homes, and savings, and a lot of Americans haven't yet recovered. But I still believe with all my heart that, as another great Democratic president once said, there's nothing wrong with America that can't be cured by what's right with America. That is, after all, what we've always done. It's who we are. America is a problem-solving nation. And in this campaign, we are setting bold, progressive goals backed up by real plans that will improve lives, creating more good jobs that provide dignity and pride in a middle-class life, raising wages and reducing inequality, making sure all our kids get a good education no matter what zip code they live in. Building ladders of opportunity and empowerment so all of our people can go as far as their hard work and talent will take them. Let's revitalize places that have been left out and left behind, from inner cities to coal country to Indian country. And let's put Americans to work rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure, including our failing water systems like the one in Flint, Michigan. There are many places across our country where children and families are at risk from the water they drink and the air they breathe. Let's combat climate change and make America the clean energy superpower of the 21st century. Let's take on the challenge of systemic racism. Invest in communities of color. And finally pass comprehensive immigration reform. And once and for all, let's guarantee equal pay for women. And we are going to keep our families safe and our country strong, and we're going to defend our rights. Civil rights, voting rights, workers' rights, women's rights, LGBT rights, and rights for people with disabilities. Those are, after all, New York values, and they are American values. And just as we did in this primary campaign, we need to stand up for them through the general election and every day after that. You know, it's becoming clearer that this may be one of the most consequential elections of our lifetimes. Donald Trump and Ted Cruz are pushing a vision for America that's divisive and frankly dangerous. Returning to trickle-down economics, opposing any increase in the minimum wage, restricting a woman's right to make her own health care decisions, promising to round up millions of immigrants, threatening to ban all Muslims from entering the country, planning to treat American Muslims like criminals. These things go against everything America stands for. And we have a very different vision. It's about lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. So instead of building walls, we're going to break down barriers. And in this campaign, I've seen again our remarkable diversity and determination. This is a state and a country of big-hearted, open-minded, straight-talking, hard-working people. You know, like John, a firefighter from the South Bronx that I met shortly after 9/11 as he searched for survivors at Ground Zero. And like so many others, John got sick from breathing the toxic air. When we met again last week, he gave me a replica of his FDNY badge and thanked me for helping our first responders get the health care they need. We have to keep fighting for John and all of our firefighters and our police officers, our emergency responders, and the construction workers who did so much for us. Or Maxine, a 27-year-old single mom from Staten Island who's here tonight. She shared with me how she worked her way out of poverty, graduated from college, thanks in part to the help she got for her child from the Children's Health Insurance Program that we started in the 1990s. Or Mikey from Stuyvesant Town, who spent, is Mikey here? Well, I'll tell you, Mikey spent 6 months in Rikers for a low-level drug offense. And he found out how hard it is for people who've done their time to find jobs when they get out. Mikey managed to start his own ice cream shop. I took a lot of you in reality or through the media there yesterday. I highly recommend it, as you might have seen. I couldn't stop myself from eating it as soon as I got it. By the way, he made a concoction for me called Victory. But Mikey is one of the many reasons why we have to reform our criminal justice system and ban the box so others have a fair chance to succeed. You know, New Yorkers and Americans speak every language, follow every faith, hail from every continent. Our diversity is one of our greatest strengths in the 21st century, not a weakness. As Robert Kennedy, whose Senate seat I was honored to hold, once said, "We are a great country, an unselfish country, and a compassionate country." And no matter what anyone tells you or what you might hear from others running for president, that is still true today. America is great, and we can do great things if we do them together. So please join us. Text JOIN 47246. Go to HillaryClinton.com. Be part of this campaign. I know how important it is that we get the campaign's resources from people just like you, who go in and chip in $5, $25. I am grateful to every one of you. And to the volunteers who have worked your hearts out. To the community leaders, members of the state senate and assembly, county executives, mayors of cities, large and small, and to the mayor of New York, and our borough presidents and our city council members, and to our governor, our senators, our congressional delegation, and all my friends across this wonderful state of ours. Thank you. You know, we're going to go up against some powerful forces that will do, say, and spend whatever it takes to stop us. But remember, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. And finally, let me say this. Finally, let me say this. There is a remarkable young woman here tonight. Her name is Erica. Erica Smigelski. She lives the truth of what I've been saying every day. Erica's mother, Dawn, was the principal of Sandy Hook Elementary School. And she died trying to protect her children, her students. Erica was devastated, as any family member is. And she couldn't imagine life without her mom. But then she got thinking. She got back up. She'd never been involved in politics before, but she has made it her mission to advocate for common sense gun safety reform. You know, like the mothers of Eric Garner and Trayvon Martin and so many others, Erica has turned her sorrow into a strategy and her mourning into a movement. It isn't easy, but as Erica said the other day, what if everyone who faced tough odds said, it's hard, so I'm going to walk away? That's not the type of world I want to live in. Erica, it's not the type of world we want to live in, and we refuse to live in that. So, my friends, that's the spirit that makes this country great. It's how New Yorkers pulled together and rebuilt our city after the worst terrorist attack in our history. It's how Americans worked our way back from the worst economic crisis in our lifetimes. And it is how we're going to break down all the barriers holding us back. The motto of this state is Excelsior, ever upward. So let's go out and win this election and all rise together. Thank you so much.